tonight. Bridge City hitting the road for their first district game, taking on Hampshire Fannett.
Hampshire Fannett and the Longhorns. We rolled down there to Hampshire Fannett, and it was a pretty solid game, but the Longhorns were doing pretty well in this one. They're trying to put together what has already been a pretty solid season. It's Keegan Heckman. We saw him a couple weeks ago, lower in the shoulder. That time, no interference.
Nobody wants to get in his way. I don't blame him.
I would not blame him. Do not get in his way. He's in there for the score, though, to give the Longhorns the early lead. And then we switch sides with the ball. It's Bridge City, and it's Ethan Osagura. He's rolling out, letting it fly. Bobble action, but hanging on to it is Braylon Collins. He falls into the end zone, and it was a wet one out there, folks. You can see the boys rolling in the mud. But you just had to fight through the elements in this one. And how about the punt? Blocked. Look out. Here comes Carson Liffett. And it's a pig pile in the end zone. The Longhorns jump on top of it.
Oh, and finally the ball.
It pops back out.
And then
and
it's a safety.
Okay, so it's a safety there for Bridge City. Longhorns might have had a chance for a score. Instead, it's a safety. Still a big play for the special teams. Then Hampshire Fannett again. This time it's Austin Baker on defense. They're getting pressure on the quarterback. Errant throw and an interception from Baker. He's got room to run. Finally gets brought down, but a big play again for the Longhorns. Puts him right in striking distance. You can see they're fired up for good reason. It would be Heckman again, the bulldozer himself. Do not want to get in this man's way. Not even a reason for a handoff. Just give it to Heckman. He's fighting off defenders. He's trucking his way through. He's in the swarm. He's in a pig pile. And he finally falls into the end zone. A nice push from his offensive line. And again, the Longhorns looking good in this one. Defense, offense, everything clicking on all cylinders. We go to the score, 56-21. Longhorns take the dub there.
And you know our main guy, Big Tex. James Grant was there for all the action tonight. And, you know, he's a Longhorn, but he's a Texas Longhorn. And I'm sure he was happy with the outcome tonight.
Standing by with Coach.
Yeah, guys, you know what? Hampshire Fannett played really well tonight. I'm joined by their head coach, Coach Mark Wagner. Coach, thank you for your time. You know, I have to say, y'all's quarterback, Keegan Heckman, had a heck of a game tonight. You know, played really well. It was muddy out there, but y'all's ground game really seemed to carry y'all tonight versus Bridge City.
Yeah, you're right about that, Keegan, and I liked how you said a heck of a night, Heckman. He's a big boy, and he ran the way. You know, when you got a big back on a night like tonight when it's wet, straight ahead runner is a good guy to have, and he came and he produced tonight. He really did.
Absolutely. No, it's great to be able to rely on someone at that position. And I was going to say, y'all special teams tonight as well. They were flying around. Y'all had 2 block punts in the first half. I know that was huge. Gave y'all some good field position as well out there.
You're exactly right. That was a key. When the punt was blocked down here, you could feel the emotion just change in our favor. And it's a wet night, and you want to take advantage of that situation. Snapping is difficult, catching the ball, everything. And so we wanted to put a little pressure, and it went our way. And football's a game of emotion, and you're right, that's when it swung immediately.
No, it's awesome. And I know, Coach, y'all have a week off coming up. Get ready for Hardin Jefferson. You mentioned that offense they have over there, a little funky.
Yes.
So I know y'all are going to be studying the film pretty closely these next couple weeks.
Oh, yeah. The week off in the middle of district is always good. Your bumps, bruises, I know it's a cliche, but you have time to heal, and it's important at this point. Usually you got 3 days to prepare and get ready. So now we can have the extra time and really put our emphasis on Hardin Jefferson. And they run a good ball club. That's a slot T offense, you know, the slot T mafia out here. And so it's really hard to defend. And so we'll take advantage of that opportunity.
That's awesome. Well, hey, Coach, thank you so much again for your time tonight. You know, hopefully the boys get a breather, you know, get those uniforms in the washer, get them clean. But best of luck the rest of the way. Thank you for your time.
Go Horns.
Go Horns. There you go. You heard it right there, Coach Mark Wagner. Like you said, guys, you know, Hampshire Fannett tonight really relied on quarterback Keegan Heckman to set the tone. They were up big in the first half and kept pouring it on there in the second half. Ended up winning 56-21 tonight over Bridge City. They now improve to 4-2 on the season. The Longhorns do, and they'll get a week off next weekend before heading to Hardin Jefferson to take on the Hawks. Live at Hampshire Fannett, James Grant, 409 Sports Blitz.